Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It is the one, the only, the sexiest man in cryptocurrency. It is me. It is Bitcoin Ben, here with my my crypto homie, J Wade Crypto.
That's right.
Love the new name, Jeff. Love
Well,
it.
I had to think of something creative. You guys are all, with Crypto Sherpa and Bitcoin Ben and all these very smart crypto individuals. I wanted to also, have a crypto name. So I just thought J Wade Crypto. Let's just start with that, and like you said, we'll see how long we can get this going.
I I love it. You look like a J Wade Crypto. You know, you you have that vibe about you.
Well, I don't know what that looks like, but hopefully it's a positive comment that you made there. So,
And
maybe glasses.
yeah, that was absolutely complimentary. There was no negative overtones at all in that. So let's jump right in here. The crypto world is ironically crypto world is growing by leaps and bounds. We get more great information from the industry every week that we do our show. It's almost like it's almost like blockchain and cryptos are growing as the popularity of our show is growing. Do you think we are front running and leading the crypto revolution globally with our weekly show?
I think so. We're probably the hottest show in the world. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great shows out there. I think we're doing something that's not only great for the local community here in St. Louis, St. Charles, but it's great to talk to some folks already that came to the store that we're thankful that we were able to do this because they're listening in their car while they're going on a date with their wife or significant other, right? So they get a chance to kind of get the weekly updates on what's going on in this world, because not everybody has time to really do the research like you and I can do. That's all we do it every day, right? Is listen and watch and talk to people about crypto.
Absolutely. This platform, News Talk STL, is a great utility service for the St. Louis slash St. Charles slash global, world. It's we have our show on here every week, and although we are talking locally, this is a global market. This is 24 hours a day. This is this is the quickest growing industry in the world ever in the history of humanity. The internet itself did not grow at this rate as is with cryptos. It's it's really revolutionizing the world, and it's doing it fast, very, very fast. And you guys over at Crypto World act, actually being the first brick and mortar crypto world, crypto education center, crypto everything center. You guys are at the front, I mean, the cutting edge of the whole industry. And that I don't think that St. Louis realizes what an asset that is to actually have a place where they can walk in and get this knowledge and help and advice and products of an industry that does not have brick and mortar locations yet. You're literally the first.
That's right. We are the first, and we're planning and opening up locations all over the USA, if not the world. So we're very excited. So we're excited that we are the first to say that we did here in the St. Louis, St. Charles area. Is it's great for us, but I tell people we're like that the Christopher Columbus, right? So it was something that nobody had done it. And so we took a big risk, and it's turned out to be a positive experience. We've learned a lot with any business. There's ups and downs, learned along the way, but we finally figured out after about 6 months of really trial and error on what our business model is going to look like, and also how we maintain with our mission of just helping educate the community, um, and be the rising tide for this crypto industry. This week alone, we've had some, great things going on. We finally got our 501c3 letter from the IRS for our foundation that we started. The foundation is called Crypto Without Borders Foundation. So it's going to work side by side with Crypto World to help support, the mission of educating, right? So if we can educate folks in the local community, the inner city, in schools, high schools, things like that, I think it's going to be, just a great thing, because learning the basics is just about crypto, learning the basics of Bitcoin. It opens up to so many different things, that impact not only your local community, but just the society. I know with myself, 4 or 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't really care about what's going on economically, right? The inflation rate, what's going on politically, geopolitically. It's these type of things that I'm probably part of the 50 to 60% of society that just really just kind of lives day by day, and really, I wouldn't say caring, more of like we focus more on our kids, our family, our, our work. And then, then you look at the other things. But what crypto has done for me, just getting into it, I'm reading things about the financial side. I'm learning about geopolitical, and you would never catch me going to a tax strategy, right, session of crypto over in
What?
so like 4 years ago. You would not catch me doing things like that, and now I find it very exciting. So I think for us, with
That's where all of the cool kids hang
the
out.
small things like that. Yes, yeah. Speaking of cool kid, I hear you're going to Miami for to speak at a conference.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a few of them. Next weekend, I will be in Oklahoma. There's an event out in Oklahoma that they've asked me to come and hang out and actually talk to the folks out there. Then I will be in Texas at our event. Then I will be in Florida at another event doing another lecture. So basically, I have about a month worth of driving and flying and going everywhere, talking to everybody, spreading the word.
Yeah, for those that that don't follow Bitcoin band or don't know who he is. Guys like the next Michael Jordan of the Bitcoin space. He's talking in so many different conferences, and he's getting invited to these big events that like for us it's pretty big deal. So I want to applaud you on what you're doing, for the community representing the area here in Missouri. So, but that's pretty cool that you're doing all of that stuff.
Yeah, I love it. It's it's a joy to actually be in such a thriving industry. And it's a rewarding industry. It's where right now we're at a phase where we we are educating the public, and it's so much enjoyment in actually doing that. You get out there, you travel, you're in hotels, or with me, I have an RV. Yes, I do have a big fancy RV with like my logo on it and all that. I love riding around in the RV. That's fun. But these these events, which you and I haven't told you this yet, but you and I are actually going to plan an event here in St. Louis, hopefully for the end of the year, where where people locally can actually come out, and it will be a whole weekend event where there's me there, there's you, and I'm going to bring a bunch of my crypto friends, and we are just going to invade St. Louis with a bunch of crypto people and educate people and inform people in a larger sense, more one-on-one. Well, not really one-on-one, but in a group environment at a hall or at a high school or something like that. But I haven't told you that. Surprise!
Well, I
um,
mean, it probably need to be a big place since you have a lot of friends knowing you.
yes.
So,
Well, I am a big guy, so they're gonna at least need some big doors.
well, I didn't tell you this either, but we're planning on doing a Crypto World conference. So, inviting some big names like yourself to attend. I mean, so I'm on the board of the Asian Chamber. I used to be the vice president for a few years, but we're doing an event in June, and we're trying to invite people just in for this event. It might be a Zoom. Some prominent Asian Americans that are in the crypto space to have them speak about it to the Asian Chamber of Commerce. So we're doing that in June, and then and sometime in the year to maybe we can collaborate on the date together. But we'd like to do a Crypto World conference where we bring in like Tone Bays and of course Michael Carter. I got a
Yeah,
chance to meet I got a chance to meet Bobby Lee. He's a creator of ballet. I'm sure his brother Charlie, who created
Charlie.
Lightful.
Yep,
Yeah, yep. So I got a chance to meet him in Vegas when I went to Tone Bay's event. Uh, we carry his ballet wallets, but they're looking to white label their wallets for us. So have a Crypto World wallet, but have speakers like that come to our Crypto World conference. I think it'll be fun. I've been to several conferences and they're all great as far as in meeting new folks, great for networking, whether you've been in the industry, just a few days or have you been in it for a few years. It's a fun event to be able to be around like-minded individuals. So stay tuned on that.
absolutely. I am in a crypto world conference would be perfect. It's a perfect uh, venue. You guys are the perfect host, and I will gladly show up, and you just point me at who you want me to talk to, and I'm in there.
That's great. That's great. So what's going on this week? Any big news that came by the wire in the crypto space?
Oh, absolutely. We have several announcements, huge announcements. There's one of them is a company called NYDIG, NYDYG. I think that's it. They've actually partnered up with, and they're launching, I think, April 1. April 1, they uh, over 300 credit unions and actual uh, banks, you will be able to purchase cryptocurrencies in their mobile uh, app. So we all have our checking account, our banking, on our phone now. Very few of us run down to the bank. I can't remember the last time I had to run down to the bank for, on a regular basis. Well, that's because you have an app now that you can basically use your app for whatever you would use at your bank. Well, now this you'll you'll have the option if you're one of the credit union slash banks that offer this, you'll actually be able to purchase, I think, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. That might be it initially, but you'll actually be able to purchase those in your regular credit union slash banking app. Now, that on ramps, listen to this, that on ramps about 200 million people in one swoop. So as of April 1st ish, 200 million people in America are going to be able to purchase cryptocurrencies in the app from their bank or credit union. This is huge news because this way people have an app that they're used to, and now they have inside that app, they have the ability to actually purchase cryptos and invest right in their app that they're used to. That's going to push the upward pressure on price immensely as that group grows in usage. This is not financial advice, but this is advice from one chubby, sexy guy to a little Asian guy. Get
Well,
into cryptos.
yeah. I was thinking that while you were speaking, because there's only what 300 million people in the crypto space worldwide. So, even if 20% of that 100 million, that's what 40 million people. added now to the already 300 million. I mean, that's crazy, and how much that would affect the price of those three tokens. But but adding to that with what's going on with inflation, what's going on, worldwide. I don't know if you saw the news about. I think Saudi Arabia is selling a bunch of oil to China, and they're accepting not the US dollar, but the Chinese yuan to pay for all that. Uh, so it'll be interesting on what that effect on the US dollar has, uh, worldwide, and how it affects the crypto space. But and also with what's going on with Russia losing what $300 billion access to their funds because they were taken off the SWIFT. So
Yeah,
that's I mean, the effect of that is now more and more countries are gonna look at this as, hey, how do we avoid being in this situation where we just get our sovereign wealth just gets taken away from us, right? So what's the solution? Probably Bitcoin. So it's gonna be interesting in the next few months and few years, and how this shapes and what evolves from all this.
yeah, it's with the inflation, it hit 10%, 10% this month. That's that's not good, folks. That means your purchasing power of your currency is dropping. That means things are costing you more money. So you need more money. Unless you are making 10 or 20% more than you made last year, you're going backwards. You're losing purchasing power every month. Now, see, this is where cryptocurrencies actually come in. These are the opposite of the US dollar. Cryptocurrencies, especially the major ones like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, these are deflationary currencies, which means they gain value over time because there will only be 21 million Bitcoin ever created. And they are created on a timeline that is locked in the code of the software. So every 10 minutes right now, 6.25 Bitcoin are released every 10 minutes. That's it. No more, no less. So that's locked in. The Federal Reserve is printing money like it's going out of style. Now, this week, they also raised the interest rate a 0.25%. That isn't going to do anything to inflation. That's like having 100-foot snowball of inflation flying down a hill right at your house, and you being able to remove about the size of an ice cream cone off that snowball. It's
Yeah,
still
that's a
going
great
to hit
analogy.
you. It's still going to hit you, and it's going to wipe your house out. But don't worry, we took 0.25% of that snowball, and we actually took it off there. Oh, gee, thanks. You know, I weigh 270 something pounds, but I'm real muscular, so that's all right. That's that's the equivalent of me losing about a pound and a quarter and going, woohoo, look at me, I'm skinny. No.
Yeah, and it's also going to affect a lot of industry, especially the banking and the mortgages, right? The quarter point increase in the mortgage rates also made it tougher for banks to be able to give out loans because they have to increase their rates. So yeah, I mean it's a lose-lose right now for the government, uh, and so I know we got to get on break here in a few seconds, but we shall continue talking about this after our break.
Yep. We will be right back. Thank you for listening to the Crypto World Weekend Roundup, or whatever we're calling this show. The Weekend Crypto World Roundup with Bitcoin Ben and J Wade Crypto.
Boom.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Crypto World Weekly Roundup with your host, Mr. Bitcoin Ben. That's moi, sexiest man in crypto, with my partner in crypto, J Wade Crypto, also known as Jeff Wade. But we have given him a cool crypto name now. He is now J Wiggity Wade Crypto. How are you,
Yes,
Jeff?
and you can find me on all my social medias now because I changed it to J Wade Crypto. J Wade Crypto. So doing good, man. I feel like I'm part of the club right now. I have a special name,
Yeah.
crypto name.
Uh, the last half hour, we were actually talking about inflation and how cryptocurrencies are the the cure to the inflation blues. If you're losing value in your currency, if if you are going the way of Zimbabwe, the answer is cryptos. It is actually Litecoin. It is actually Bitcoin. It is Ethereum. It is the next wave of currency. And what a lot of people don't understand, they think, well, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, yeah, they're great to hold. I like watching them go up and down in value and all that. But I can't shop with them. That's what they don't understand. You can. There are apps and credit cards, and there are freaking debit cards. There are ATMs everywhere. You have one at your place. This is a true global currency that you can shop with on Amazon, at Schnucks here locally. You walk in, you have your cryptocurrencies linked with a Visa card, and you shop using your cryptocurrencies. Happens all the time. I do it all the time. And at Crypto World, you guys are helping the local community here in St. Louis/St. Charles save their savings. and save their retirements and even grow their retirements and even grow their savings using this exit vehicle out of this financial madness that we're going through right now with inflation. This is just like the 1970s, except in the 1970s, the only real hope you had was silver and gold. And now that's not really an option because you can't really shop with silver and gold. Not really a shoppable option. Well, with cryptos, you can. So right now, if you wanted to, not that I recommend this, if you wanted to hold all of your wealth, every single dollar you got in cryptocurrencies, you could live your life normally, shop where you want, eat what you want, drive the type of car you want. You can buy a house with cryptocurrency. You could absolutely live your life 100% in the cryptocurrency world. And that would shelter you from this inflation over the long term. It's just the evolution of currency. We've we've uh, we're at the point now where, like, back in 1998, 1999, we had music on CDs. Well, now all of our favorite songs are on our phone. We don't have CDs anymore. No one runs over and grabs an album. That album drops today. Let's go down to the music, shop and grab that latest album. No, you hop on iTunes and you download the song or album, quote unquote, to your phone. Well, what happened with music and movies and books and all that is now happening to currencies. They are going decentralized and they're going digital. And you guys at Crypto World, you guys are leading that revolution here in St. Louis. Now, I'd like you to take a few moments and explain what you do, where you guys are at, and what you got going on next week.
Yeah, so we have some exciting news as far as in where we're going with crypto world. I know, just to add on to what you were talking about with digitizing everything, because some folks will say, you know what, my dollar is digital right now, right? Like I can use my ATM card and it's digital. It's not tangible. I don't touch it. But even though that your dollar is digital in a way, it's still very antiquated in the back end of it. If you were to send 100 or more dollars from point A here in the USA overseas, it takes like 3 or 4 banks to be able to get it to whoever you were sending it to. So what we've done, or what crypto has done, what Bitcoin has done, is really eliminated a lot of the issues with sending money overseas, and also with a lot of these banks that take all these remittance fees. I, like myself, I'm from the Philippines, so a lot of folks from the Philippines, they leave their country and they go work in the U.S. or in Europe or United Arab, and and what do? They work there and then they send money back to their family, and in doing So they're normally sending $100 to $500, not large sums, but a lot of these banks like Western Union, these banks take anywhere from 5 to 30% for sending, $100 to $500. I think El Salvador alone, they saved uh, $200 million last year on remittance fees, which now stays within their own country to the people, right? So it's so wild how we can talk all day on what this technology is doing and how it's affecting not just people but economies, society, politically changing a lot of things, and it comes down just with the basic knowledge of the why aspect, and that's what we do here at Crypto World. There are many things or many places out there that you could talk about crypto and ask questions. You can go online on Reddit, on YouTube. You can go to somewhere down the street if you wanted to. I'm sure somebody knows a thing or two about crypto. But the main thing that we do here is we provide that trust and that confidence, because we're a brick and mortar store. We're not going to go away. We're not going to just give you false information and get up and leave, and it's not part of what we do. With us, you come to us, we educate you on the basics to the advanced, the intermediate. If you're wanting to learn about the basics of Bitcoin to the basics of mining to NFTs, which is a very hot topic right now, to metaverse. We have the folks here at Crypto to be able to help educate you, whether you want to sit down in a class here at our store, classroom in the back, or if you want to do it virtually. We have it set up too where you can talk to one of our instructors via Zoom, do a one-to-one. So that's also available. So with Crypto World, we also have free events that we do every week. Every Tuesday morning, we have Crypto Over Coffee. So you can hear from our. We normally have a speaker that talks about different topics. This past week, we talked about our foundation and what our goals are with foundation. Last week, we were talking about doing it was a trust. So putting your crypto in a trust, so that way it's non-taxable, right? So you can do whatever you want within a trust, a charitable trust, where you can stake, you can go back and forth in different tokens. You can also mine, and there's no tax implications with doing that. So it's pretty exciting on what you can do. There are different strategies we try to teach you on. The big news that we have is that we started a crowdfunding raise, which we're using WeFunder. So it'll go live in 2 weeks, but we're first offering it up to the community to be able to, if you want to put in $100 to thousands of dollars, you can, to be able to help support what we're looking to do with Crypto World, which is expand, educate more people, open up more locations. So we're hoping to raise roughly about $2.5 million with our WeFunder campaign. And like I said, we have people that come to us that's will give us the funds. But for us, crypto is all about the ethos of crypto is not being exclusive. We want to be inclusive, right? We want as many people to participate on this WeFunder campaign, and to also to be able to generate from it, because once we go IPO in 4 or 5 years, then everybody who participated will also see a benefit. So that's exciting for us, because with the raise, we're looking to set up staking pools at Crypto World locations. We still are going to focus on educating the community. We're selling mining equipment. We now are offering hosted solutions. So if you can't mine, but you want to mine, we have a facility where we can put it for you, right? So you can still be able to collect your Bitcoins and help support the network by hosting your miners with us. So a lot of different things that we're doing. I'd love for you guys to come in, talk to us about how we can help you. We had somebody come in today that simple fix. He just needed help sending $250 to a vendor. Right? It's actually pretty interesting because the vendor is out of Europe, and the vendor is only taking Bitcoin because of what's going on, with Russia and Ukraine, and so this gentleman had no clue what Bitcoin was. So we were sat down with us, did a one-to-one consultation to open up his wallet to be able to deposit, put $1,000 into his from an exchange to his wallet, and just learn the basics. And then today he came back. He just wanted somebody there to be able to make sure that he's doing it the right way. He needed to send $250 from his Exodus wallet to the vendor, and we were there for him, right? So we were walking him through just to make sure he doesn't make a mistake or have fat fingers or things that some folks may have issues with. But for him, it was worth spending the few dollars just to do that. And there are people that come in that need to do larger amounts, right? When you're saying 80,000 to 100,000 plus, you will make sure that you're doing it right, and that's where the whole trust and confidence come into play. And because you don't want to accidentally push that button and send it to somebody that is trying to, one, take advantage of you, or two, just send it to the wrong person in general. So yeah, it's kind of overall what we're doing here at Crypto World. We're located off Sunny and Cave Springs in St. Charles, Missouri. We're planning on opening up our second location, end of Q2 of this year, and also, we have several folks that want to open up their own locations. I know we have some commitments over in Florida. I think Crypto Sherpa and his dad wants a few locations. We have some folks in Texas that want some locations. So we're going to get there. We just want to make sure that we're doing it, the right way. It is the first one in the world, and hopefully there'll be many more, right? In a few years. Like I said, our goal is about 500 locations in the next 4 to 5 years.
Absolutely. It's see, the technology is so new that and so revolutionary that this is transacting value in a secure way that protects the sender and the receiver. But you want to make sure that you're doing it right. And people can actually come over to your location and you'll show them how to do it. And it's once you do it a couple times, it's simple. It's very simple and it's very easy to use. Now, as we evolve the apps and the applications, will even get more simple. User interface will improve as the technology evolves. And you guys over Crypto World, you guys have every technological use for cryptos and expertise of cryptos. In fact, you guys are actually the first ever to carry our crypto laptops. Now, I own, with my partner Patrick, a laptop company. The laptop is actually made specifically for cryptos. You you hop on our website, or I recommend going over to Crypto World, walk in, and go, hey, I want a Calyx Solutions laptop. Can you help me get one? Yes, they have the kiosk, and if you don't want to use the kiosk, they'll help you walk you through it on a website. It's very simple. And that way you have a secure laptop that you only handle your cryptocurrency business on this laptop. It isn't for Amazon or .com. It isn't for shopping for music. It isn't for anything else except your cryptocurrency investment work. That actually keeps you safe and secure from the get-go. If you're new, this is what I want you to do. If you've never, ever done anything with cryptos, but you want to get involved, hop in your car, drive over to Crypto World over in St. Charles, walk in, say, hey, J Wade Crypto, what's going on, bro? And say, I want to get involved and learn more about crypto. Can you help me? J Wade Crypto will have a big smile on his face and say, absolutely. And he will find out exactly where you're at and exactly what will help you in your journey from where you're at. That might mean, hey, you'll want a laptop, you'll want a few classes, you'll want us here at Crypto World to help you with your laptop. Or if you really want to jump in and really get involved and ramp up your knowledge quickly, this is what I would do. Walk in, get yourself a crypto only laptop from Calyx Solutions, then every week show up at the free education that Crypto World offers on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. And then, if you want, hire them for like an hour and learn more. The sooner you learn cryptocurrencies, the more comfortable you'll feel, and the quicker you will save yourself and your family from this inflation snowball that's heading right at all of us. So that's my advice. And Jeff, I was in Florida last week with a few investors that are looking at launching a crypto world in Florida. Him and I are actually partners. So we will be launching a crypto world or two or three in Florida somewhere. We're looking at locations now. This is going to move quickly. This is going to move very quickly And those who educate themselves the fastest are going to be the ones who reap the rewards of this growing industry. What type of one-on-one classes do you guys offer out there?
Yeah, great question. So the one-on-one classes are more focused in crypto mining, crypto. So when it comes to mining, understanding, what an ASICs is, and the understanding also with Bitcoin, because it's decentralized. Nobody owns it. There's no government. There's nobody that can, try to scam or try to, do anything with Bitcoin. Um, but with that being said, something has to be able to keep the network secure, validate all these transactions. So if I was sending you $100 of Bitcoin, how does that happen? Or what's the process of that, right? Like, how does your wallet get updated? How's my wallet get updated? And how's that information then taken to the rest of the world so everybody else's wallet knows how much is in my ledger and your ledger? So it all comes in with the miners. The miners are the ones that are keeping Bitcoin secure and making sure that the ledgers are updated. So we educate you on the why with mining, both with the ASICs and GPUs, which are the video cards. We're educating also on NFTs, which is very, very hot right now. So we also talk about security aspect. And going back to your laptop, the main reason people use that laptop is the security aspect. They don't want to get hacked. They don't want to lose their money. And that's why your Calyx laptop is a good solution, especially if you're new into this, right? So we talk about that, but we'll also talk about anything that you're looking to ask questions about. So we'll sit down with you for an hour plus, just to get, if you want just the basics, or if you're looking for more of a expert, advice on things, we can do that. And just to add to, I think next Thursday, our Bitcoin Bitcoin over beer from 6 to 8:30. It's going to talk a lot about the metaverse, which is a very, very interesting topic and very exciting. There are people that are renting or buying spaces in the metaverse and then renting it out to other folks, right? Like, so, people are having parties in the metaverse. Who knows? We might have a crypto world conference and a party in a crypto world universe, metaverse. So, but yeah, I mean, if you can make it, we'd love to see you. Tuesdays, from 9 a.m. to 11, and every other, or the third Thursday of every month, 6 to 8:30 for Bitcoin over beer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jay Wade Crypto. And this has been your weekly Crypto World Weekly Roundup. And I am Bitcoin Ben. We will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.